Hi everyone, welcome to Hauler Time. My name is Amy and I have got another Temu haul for you today, so please stay tuned. Hi everybody, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm a little nervous to film my first hands video right after I filmed this. It is Saturday afternoon where I'm at. I have taken a long hot bath this morning with one of my bath bombs, my Fruity Loopy bath bomb from the shop. And so my hair is kind of, I didn't put any makeup on for you guys. I did put some earrings on to go with my shirt that I hauled in the last video. But otherwise, we're going pretty casual today, which if you have been around for a while, you know that's pretty much the norm unless I have to go into the office, which luckily was not today. So let's get started. I've got 2 orders that I'm going to be hauling in this video today. And there's some clothes, there's some craft stuff. I think there's some jewelry. So we've got a good variety of things. And do I have any updates? I try to think if I have any updates. And oh, I do have an update, I guess. If you happen to see, I think it was on the last haul also, or one of the last couples, I got some socks that were they weren't argyle, but they were, well, actually, let me hold up my foot. These kind of socks. So I wore a pair of those yesterday and I wore them all the way up because I had heard that they don't mess with your cankles or your ankles or whatever, but it did mess with mine. So they do have to be folded down so that the cuff is down at the ankle. Otherwise, I had a really nice indent on my leg yesterday. So that's kind of a bummer. I know I've got a lot of like no-show socks that don't come up that high, but I don't want to just buy diabetic socks because they don't really make a lot of pretty diabetic socks. So I end up buying regular socks and just folding it down. Well, folding it down like this. So it's not bugging me. And I don't think that problem is ever going to go away from me because my grandma had that problem. So I think that is just a blessed gift from her. All right, well, let's get started. So we'll do the small order first. And I've got it pulled up on my phone. This first order is straight Kraft. So we've got like 4 kind of, they're not books, but they're kind of, well, they're like postcards, okay? That's really probably what they are. So these I think are relatively new to Temu, or I just hadn't seen them lately, but they all of a sudden started popping up in my feed maybe about 3 weeks ago. And I thought they looked cool, so I thought I'd give it a try and see how they were. So the first one is the Bible of Lilies, and this is a pretty kind of craft paper box. It shows you what we're going to see in here. And oh, my phone is on low battery, so let me plug it in real quick, and then I can turn off the low battery feature so that it doesn't just keep turning off on me right away. All right, so this is the Bible of the Lilies, and I paid, it does say they're vintage craft postcards. I paid $4.48. There's 25 of them in here. And let me just get them out. And it may be that I'm not going to show all of them. I'm probably going to try to figure out a way to show more detail for this kind of stuff in my craft videos, since I know a lot of you don't want to see every single one, but some of you do. And so I don't know if this will end up in my craft video that I'm going to film next, but will probably air before this. So just bear with me as I learn. So anyway, these are postcards, and this is what the back of the postcards look like. And you can send these through the mail. The one thing I will say about this is because it's on craft paper, it makes it look super vintagey, but it's also makes it harder to see the colors. So they definitely, I feel like they took these from a book that would have been in color, right? Or on white paper, and put them on this. So it's very muted, you know, a little bit kind of hard to see, but nice if you're looking for, I mean, they're pretty, and it's a very thick cardstock. I'd say it's more than, it might be in the 110 pound range. But yeah, so there's 25 of these. Like I said, I paid $4.48. They're still $4.48. The pictures online are not this dark. So you could see it's like a couple shades, almost like a tea stained color. So these are definitely darker, but that's okay. They still would make great journaling cards because there's a ton of space on the back. Or again, if you like to correspond with your friends via snail mail, those would be great. All right, then the next one that I got is Renoir. So, and it's got, again, pictures. So these are, again, postcards, but it's of all of his artwork. So some of these boxes are kind of hard to open. So this one I'm opening at the bottom. But there's 30 in this box. And this is what the backs look like for the postcard. And then the front, they're glossy or semi-gloss. But just all of his pretty prints. So you can see, and they've got, you know, the name of them down here. If you don't like borders, obviously you could cut that off. So yeah, these are nice. I'm not a big glossy fan because that feels too modern. I would much rather have matte, but they're only semi-glossy and they're still really pretty. So for those, I paid $4.48 for those, and they are now $4.48 still, and it's calling them polychrome. All right, so next, where did I put my, I think I took my cutter upstairs again. So this next one is Alphonse Maria Mucha, I don't know. But it's funny because I bought this because I happened to find a book of his artwork at the Goodwill outlet store, and I bought it, and I think it's got all the same images. Like, I think every image that's in here is also in that book. So now I've got two, and I haven't broke that book down yet for ephemera. A lot of the books that I'm getting, I've been starting to break them down, and I think I may share that stuff with you guys in my coffee shop. Well, I say share, they'll be for sale. A minimal charge to help fund these scrapbooking and all this kind of adventure. I've got to be careful with this. There are some partial nudes in his artwork, which I do not want to show. I love that. I think that so I haven't done my research on this artist, and here's what he looked like. But I think he did advertisements too, because see, we've got Nestle's, and I think there's other ones that are kind of chocolate based as well, but they're really pretty. And I had never heard, you know, I'm not very cultured, so I had never heard of him before. Can you see that with my hand shaking? That's the medicine for you. And then some pages have, you know, 2 images. And in the book, it shows there's like on one page, it's like the pencil drawings. And then the opposite page, it shows what it turned into. So it's really kind of neat. But again, I'm trying to, let me see if I can find. Well, see, this looks like an advertisement too. I'm trying to find, okay, yeah, here's, they're a little risque, but they're not, they don't have nudes on it. But see, they're it's Mexican chocolate. So yeah, so it's kind of cool that there's some advertising kind of images in his artwork. And I paid only $3.98 for, and there's 30 in here. And it's still $3.98. And it just calls them oil painting postcards. But yeah, they're super great. And I love the colors. Like, I probably like these better than the Renoir style. And then the last one of these is kind of like the lilies, only roses, I think. Or maybe it's just all kinds of flowers. It's in French. I took 4 years of French, but that isn't helping me here. So, well, let me get this open. I had only pre-opened 2 of them just to get an idea of the quality. All right, so again, we're dealing with the card stock or the Kraft stock that's kind of darker than it appears in the photographs. And again, we've got the postcard backing, which again would be great for using as postcards, but it would also be great as using as journal cards. Give the people a lot of space to write. This set was also $3.98. Oh, they called all of these polychrome, so that, I don't know why they're, well, I obviously don't know what polychrome is. And I don't need anybody to really tell me what polychrome is, because I will not remember. All right, but anyway, so they're calling it vintage roses, but that's not a rose. So the colors on this are coming through a little bit better than the lilies, maybe, and maybe it's just because they're more substantial. But yeah, these are obviously just flowers, not, I haven't seen a single rose yet, but they're pretty. And you could fussy cut these if you wanted something smaller. But I like them. I'd probably round the corners. But all different colors. So yeah, I'm really pleased with all of these. I will probably use these and the lily ones the most, just based on my style and what I like. But the other ones will definitely have a place somewhere, especially the advertisement ones. All right, let me pull up now the second order. And we'll get to that. If you're wondering where the pictures are after each thing I show, I've decided that it takes a lot of time to edit that into the video. So I'm just going to have, there will be a little slideshow at the very end that'll show each of them. And a lot of times, you know, I've gotten some feedback that it would be helpful to have them all together at the end, because a lot of times you forget what was shown at the beginning of the video versus the end of the video, and that way they're all together. All right. Next, or I think this is, okay, this is the other sleep watch. So if you watched one of my earlier hauls, I hauled a sleep watch, and it was the same one that Hey Everybody had. And one of the buttons depressed and never came back out, so I could never get it to work, so I had to do a return on that. And I will probably reorder that one, because she did confirm to me that it was not the one that gave her the rash. So, and I don't know if this is the other one that she got, but I don't want a rash. And this one looks more like a smartwatch. I mean, it's, you know, the other one was more of like a Fitbit kind of style. It comes with the USB charger, and it's got a protective sleeve on it. Let's see if it's already charged at all. So there's a power and an M over here, and then time on this one. So we'll push the one that has the power. Okay, I long pushed it, and it came to this. So this is set to strong, and then I'm gonna just try long pushing it again. So this is without reading the instructions, right? Okay, so that's what the other one did. After the instruction said to long push it to get it to start, but it turned, so that can't be right. So let's check this out. It comes with a teeny tiny little instruction manual. How to use. Long press for 1 second, EMS light on, power on means start. Press 1 gear at a time, soft, standard, strong, cycle, 3 gear in turn. Keep EMS light, long, bright. After the startup, the timing function automatically sets to 10 minutes, the timing duration of 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. When the set time reaches the automatic shutdown. When working normally, all the indicators are not on after 20 seconds. Okay, and this one, I'm trying to tell if, like the other one, it had ones to put you to sleep, ones to help you relax, and then ones to help you wake up. And I can't tell from this that there is anything to wake you up. So let's put this on. Oh, this has got kind of an Apple Watch style band. So I'm just poking it through there. I'm not going to do it all the way. And I think, although it doesn't show, does it have pictures? Well, let's look at the pictures online to see if it shows it on the inside of your wrist. Oh, this item was discontinued. Doggone it. Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to tell you anything about this. Well, I paid $5.74 for this one. I'm going to just assume that it should be against here. And my guess is that it's the metal on the back of this that causes the rash, if you're allergic to metal. Okay, so I'm not going to do Oh, it is pulsating. So it's just automatically, it feels like I'm being shocked by like being electrocuted, but it's the pulse is kind of going up into here. So this is strong. If I just have a narcolepsy episode here, then you'll know it works, right? I'm trying to, okay. So this bottom one only does the time. Okay, so now it's on soft. Soft. Okay, well, I'm not feeling it come all the way up here. Normal is the middle. Normal and strong feel the same. That's weird. So how is it? Well, I don't understand the science, but I will say it's kind of making my wrist itch. And I'm sure that's partly psychosomatic, but it's partly because of the electricity. But yeah, it's really stimulating right here. So maybe I'll try this tonight when I go to sleep. Let me get it turned off and report back on how that works, if it works. But I don't know. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. I don't think I was expecting it to feel like I'm being electrocuted. So I guess, I don't know. It's a super fast charge, like, which I think is partly what makes it feel like I'm being electrocuted. So when I was, gosh, this was back probably in 2000, I tried the water system. So and I didn't realize it at the time because I was young and dumb and just didn't even think about the fact that that would be a possibility. And so I'm washing dishes and it's like electrocuting me while I'm washing it, and that's how that feels. So I don't know. I paid $5.74. It's discontinued, so I guess we don't really care. But I will still probably give you a report back because there are comparable products still out there, I think. Unless they've caught fire or something. That would be bad, wouldn't it? Okay, next is a sweater for Valentine's Day. I got this in a 1X on the plus side. I will try this on at the end. Oh, that's right. This one's got cute holes on it. Now, are these going to come out in the wash? Maybe. So I'll have to wash it inside out, and I'll probably wash it in one of those garment, laundry mesh bags. That's funny. That's like the only amount of tissue paper this one has. So anyway, I thought this was super cute. It is super thick. And it's got a nice, it's soft. And hopefully the placement of these pearls is not in any kind of annoying position for like writing or that kind of thing. They are only on the front and the arms, but I really like these colors. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. The size looks okay at first glance, but I definitely will probably feel like I don't know. It's soft enough. I was trying to think, will I feel like I need to wear a shirt under it? And I'll probably wear a shirt under it just today while I'm trying it on. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that one works. And that one, I paid $23.98. Oh, sure. Reset my... Sometimes when you go into Temu, it remembers where you were, and sometimes it doesn't. I'll tell you what, that'll be one kind of nice thing about doing craft videos is I don't have to like look up prices and stuff quite the same. And it's pretty mixed on this channel about whether you want to, but I really, really like the colors on that one. All right, next I got some vitamin C skincare. There is a facial wash, a brightening toner. It really takes like 6 months to notice any kind of a change. I never have that much patience. It's kind of like when you start a new medicine. All right. So I guess I went back into, even though I like my Sakura face stuff, sometimes your skin can get used to things. Well, maybe that's not, maybe good skin doesn't get used to things, and it is always works with what works. But with mine, it's like things lose their efficacy after a while, and then I've got to kind of change it up. Kind of like with your shampoo and stuff, you know, sometimes it kind of builds up, and then you got to kind of cleanse it or tone it or clarify it or whatever. So anyway, oh, and this is a travel set. So small sizes, but that's a good, these are good sizes to trial things with. I'm going to pull this one out to see if I can get a sense of the smell. And they come covered, thank you. Okay, I'm not getting any kind of a smell from that, but I don't want to put that, since this one's the cleanser. It looks to be very, it's a very kind of a thick cream in there. But let's try the whitening brightening cream. Oh, well, this one didn't have a little cover. Okay, so I've had, is it Sunday? Is that the brand? I think when I used to do Ipsy and those kind of boxes, I feel like I got some. So this may be a knockoff of that, but it's kind of orange. I'm already super pale. Like, you can see my blue veins through my skin, but I've just never found a good way to deal with the rosacea, because there's only maybe 1 day out of 5 where it's not flaring up in some capacity. Okay, it has a nice clean scent. I was kind of curious if it would have any kind of a citrusy scent, but it doesn't. It really just smells like your standard lotion. But it was really nice and creamy and smooth, so it seemed like a good quality. So yep, so we will give that a try. And I paid $6.98. Oh, and I should tell you, so some of the ingredients. So they're calling it a vitamin C and hyaluronic, which I don't see hyaluronic on there, but they're calling it a vitamin C and hyaluronic acid facial care set to hydrate, moisturize, firm, and smooth wrinkles. And glycerin, myristic acid, palmitic acid, lauric acid, there is sodium hyaluronate, and that was in the facial wash. Similar kind of stuff in the toner. Ascorbic acid in the facial serum, which I guess would make sense, your vitamin C, right? But they all seem to have the sodium hyaluronate. That seems to be the hyaluronic acid. And in the whitening cream, there's glycerin, mineral oil, triglycerides, palmates, no, palmitate. I don't know, you guys probably don't care, or you can look it up yourself. Rapeseed oil, root extracts. None of that means anything to me. I know hyaluronic acid is good for you, but I can't tell you what kind of combinations of chemicals are good for your skin. And it's still $6.98 in case I didn't say that. All right. Next I've got a light that kind of is, I think it's magnetic. Like you put something on the wall and then this light magnetizes to it. So then in the middle of the night, if you got to get up, you can just reach it and grab it off the wall and carry it with you. It says, when people come, they light up. When people walk, they turn off. The lights, oh, they turn off the lights in 20 seconds. So, comes with a 3M sticker. And those are great for pulling the paint off the wall. For those of us that have used Temu hooks, we understand that. And so then you'd put the sticker on the back of this. You'd put this somewhere on the wall, someplace that, well, you can figure it out. Wherever you feel like you need access to a light you can carry around with you. And then it's got the magnets back here, so it does magnetize to that. And then it's got a button, maybe. Okay, well, it may just not be charged. So it's got a spot. Oh, wait, is that a power button? Yes. So it's got on, off, and auto. So this is auto. So it's a really good light. So I liked this idea because I could see putting this next to my bed. I could see putting this in key places around the house in case the power went out. Now I realize usually nowadays people have their phones with them when the power goes out, but this would still be nice. This would also be really nice in my basement. I've got certain parts that are not lit in the storage part of the basement. So these would be nice to have in that area, because with the auto, they would just come on when they sensed somebody there, but I could also use this to kind of walk around and look into things. So yeah, I really like that. And, oh, well, I just switched it to on. So let me switch it to off. Okay. And then it does come with a USB to charge. And they're saying that on standby mode or the auto mode, your charge can last for 3 to 5 months. Now, that seems kind of odd. If you have it someplace that people walk by a lot, it seems like it'd be going on and off all the time. So I'll be curious to see if it really lasts that long. I mean, most of us that have gotten electronic things from Temu, they don't last as long as they claim. But I thought that was a really nifty idea with the magnet part. But it's $9.98 is what I paid for it. So that's kind of expensive. And then my seller is sold out, but there's a bunch of other ones. There's one that's for $9.99, so same kind of pricing. So is it worth $10? I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see it in action to say for sure. But I think it's got the potential to be a good deal, because I've got some of those lights that you put up around places that you have to push, but then they're stationary. So I like that this one walks around. And what's the difference between this and the flashlight? I don't know, except that my flashlights always get lost. Are we surprised? So this one has at least got a specific place to stick to. Now, will it get put back after it's used? I don't know, but at least there will be a designated spot, which I need the help with that. So we'll see. next, I'm not sure what this is. I rarely ever get things in styrofoam. Oh, okay, so this is for the house too. So this is a vent cover that, so you can have it flat or you can pull it up to direct, like if you've got your vents in corners of a room and it never feels like you're getting any value out of that vent, you can put this in and kind of help direct the flow. And so this one's kind of plastic, but it seems to be a pretty good quality. And this is a standard size, I believe, although watch me get upstairs and find out that it's a European size that doesn't match American sizing. But it's also got where you can flip this open and closed. And so, I don't know. I think it's probably supposed to go this way, right? Because that way you can open and close it. But there really wouldn't be much keeping the air from coming out on this side too. So this side would be an option. And then, again, if you don't need to direct it, you can just use it as a regular. And this would kind of help catch things a little bit. I mean, they do make baskets put on here that can catch stuff in case you have kids or animals that put stuff in here. But yeah, when I was a kid, we used to have plastic kind of, I think they maybe had magnets on them that would kind of direct the airflow. So I paid $10.27 for that. I don't know if that's a good price or not compared to Walmart kind of thing. But, and they show using it both directions when it's up. You can get 1 piece, 2 piece, or 6 pieces. The 1 piece is now down to $8.99, so that's a better price. I just got the one because I wanted to see the quality of it, and I would definitely consider buying more of these once I check and compare prices with Amazon and Walmart. But yeah, it's pretty good, I think. I'm just going to pull out all of these at once. So I have shown some lace cutouts on here before. They were round. This is more rectangles. And this is by Mucha is the brand. And I really like that brand. And I was impressed with those lace cutouts. So I ordered some more. They're just paper cutouts that you could make on your own if you have a Cricut or if you have a die cut. And it looks like I got the colors I was supposed to. I didn't get all the colors I was supposed to in the last one, but they're super pretty. They're maybe a little bit thinner than a 65-pound cardstock. So they would be pretty easy to bend. They're not very stiff. But you get a set of 10. And again, sold out. But there are other vendors that have them. So I'll just link to one of those when I'm doing this. But I paid $1.99 for that. And again, Spellbinders makes really intricate dies to use on a die cutting machine that you could do like this. I have a lot of those. So you could easily, if you have your own paper, make these. I just wanted to kind of, well, I liked the ones I got before, and it saves time, and $1.99, that's not a terrible price for that. So, all right, next, I found these also kind of showed up in my feed at the same time as those postcards did. And these are kind of like pages from old field guide books. I don't know why my voice is going up, but they had several different sets. I think I got several different sets, but they're kind of, these field guide books would have been kind of popular in the 60s and 70s. And I occasionally run across them at the Goodwill bin, but people on Etsy sell these books and eBay sell these books. But it's maybe 28-pound cardstock or card paper. It's a little bit thicker than regular copier paper. They have really pretty colors. And this one in particular is the Natural History illustrated book. So we've got just a lot of variety of page. I mean, it's great. I mean, you could just take this whole mushrooms, more butterflies, more fish. I'll probably never use the fish ones, but root or vegetables, flowers. So I really like these, partially because I can't find these books. Like some of the YouTubers that I watch, their thrift stores are way better than the ones I have access to. And they find all kinds of cool stuff like this. So when I saw it on Temu, I was like, well, let's just get that. So there's 15 sheets in this one, and this was $1.98. So that's really good. I mean, if you consider buying a 6x6 pad of paper, and these are probably 5x7. All right, so then I got another one. This one is just insect illustrated book. So I guess eggs apply to that somehow. But again, it's same style. There may be a few of these because I didn't buy like there was, I think you had the option to buy a big set that just had everything in it, I think. But I wasn't positive because you can't really tell. So I just bought these individual ones. So there may end up being some duplication between them, but that's okay. But these are some great, if you do, well, if you like insects or see, we probably saw this one before. But you can never have too many butterflies. Birds. More birds. So yeah, so I like getting books on birds and flowers because those seem to be, kind of popular. So I just got to figure out a good way to use them. But anyway, this one, there's only 10 in this, but it was $1.78, and it's still $1.78. And we've got this one. This one is plant pages. I paid $1.78, and there's 10 of these. I paid $1.78, and there's still $1.78. But these are kind of, more worn. So these were probably taken from an older book. Or they've faked it up. Oh, see, we saw this before. So yeah, they just have applied their own aging. So yeah, so some of those are definitely duplicates. So what I'll end up doing is sometime after this haul, I'll take them all out and I'll match up the duplicates so I know what I've got more of. And I have one more, which looks like flowers. Wildflowers. Now there were 20 in here, so it was $2.38. Let's Still $2.38. Flowers are probably my favorite. I think it was 4th grade in the States, or at least in the school I was in, we had what was called young authors. And so all the kids would have to make their own book. And in 4th grade, I did a book on flowers where I drew the flowers and stuff. So that's always my preference. So just some great, and they've got, I didn't point this out, but you know, they've got words and stuff to kind of help describe what some of them are. So it really is like a field guide. So if you know, were out and had your field guide with you and you were out walking, taking a walk, you could look up and see what flowers you were seeing, or birds or whatever. So I really like those. Now they are all white on the other side, so I might have to collage up the other side, or tape 2 of them together back, or not tape, but glue 2 of them together back to back kind of thing. But love those. All right, what's next? So can you see, I think I bought this shirt, the other t-shirt with the hearts, and that sweater and this sweater. I think I bought them all roughly within the same few days. But this one will go with my red jeans. So this one is a kind of a brushed, fuzzy kind of fabric, if you can see that texture. And it's just a white sweater with the red, but again, if you look on the inside, you could see how it's got both colors throughout the whole thing. So if you were to stretch this, you'd kind of see the red through it. But it's super soft, and the sleeves carry on that kind of brushed nature, as does the collar, and then the bottom of it. And then I got this in, if I can ever click the right spot, I got this in a 2X on the women's side. I spent $19.98, and it is now $17.99. And it's funny, it looks, so in person, because that red kind of comes through, it's not quite as bright of a white. Like this part's bright white because there's no red in that threads in that part. But on the model, it looks very white in these areas. So that's a little bit of a difference from what I ordered versus what I got. But we'll try that on at the end. All right, then I got this one power fits all. So these are readers that supposedly would work with anybody, for anybody. And of course, I'm not wearing my contacts. I don't wear them while I'm filming, so I'm not going to really be able to tell if these work, but it says it covers anybody from 0.5 to 2.5. Now I have, the smallest I've ever found, or the, I'll say smallest, that I've ever found in store is 1.25. So I didn't even know it went down to 0.5. But I will still try them on. It says wear over contacts. They're very cheapy feeling though. Kind of cheaper than some of the other reading glasses that I've gotten off of Temu. I paid $1.99. Newest multifocal readers, high quality for men and women. And they're auto adjusting. Oh, and it says bifocal too. Okay, so I can see my hand right here. Now this isn't a good example because, like I said, I'm not wearing contacts. but I can see there's no power for me at this level. But yeah, I have no idea if these work, since I need to try these on when I have my contacts on. But for $1.99, it's worth trying. And I mean, that'd be nice, right? If it worked for anybody that needs something in the 0.5 to 2.5 range. They are now $2.49. And they come in black, or you can get 2 pairs, black and transparent, for only $2.99. Or 3 pairs. Yeah, well, okay, you can look it up if you want more than one. All right, well, we've never seen these on this channel before. What, pray tell, is it? Ooh. It is something that's dropping parts on the floor. And a bracelet. Now, this is one of the ones that I don't like, and this is super tiny. So I couldn't wear this. This has got to be for a younger child, but it's got beautiful blue, kind of, well, more turquoisey colored beads, which are really big and really pretty. It's got that pretty charm in the middle with the hearts. And you're getting 2 of each bead except for that charm, so it's got a symmetrical look. One of them did, oh, this is the piece that you're supposed to be able to put on so that the beads don't come off when you open them. So, but I'm gonna have to transfer these to one of those other strands that already takes care of that. And this is weird too, because it's got kind of that stopper like you have up here in different places on the bracelet. So I guess that also should help it from moving around too much. But anywho, I will have to put that on a different bracelet. But I love the colors, and the size of the beads is great. So what did I pay? I paid $7.48. So this was one of the more expensive ones. And it says this one's 19 centimeters, but I don't buy it because I've gotten other ones this size that fit just fine. This one would not. But maybe those other ones had the extenders on them. I don't know. But they're still $7.48, and this is the only size they've got available. But they do have bigger sizes in there. But yeah, I really like these turquoise beads. Okay. Next is something. Oh, so I got this. I think this actually, I probably ordered it after Christmas, but it really probably should have been a Christmas present. But it's a pocket watch for my son. To my son, never forget that I love you forever. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. And it comes with a chain. Now he's 9, just turned 9 in November. So I don't know that he's ready for something like this, but my husband loves pocket watches, and I thought this was a cool one. But you just push down and it opens. Nothing too extravagant. You could put a picture in there if you wanted to, and it does have a little plastic thing to pull out when you're actually ready to start using it. But I just thought that was, I really liked that. And it cost me $3.98, and this one is bronze. Has a manual online. It's still $3.98. So yeah, I really like that. And I've bought him bracelets on Temu before that kind of fell apart, so I'm kind of hoping that this maybe would last a little longer. So I need to find some reason for him to, like, if he does something fun or helpful around the house, to give him that as a prize. All right, yet another bracelet. I thought I was done with these, but apparently I was not. I need to get, I've ordered those little storage things for the beads, so I need that to come in. So there's some kind of repeats on this one, but it's not symmetrical. So you do get a couple, like these two green ones are the same and these two up here are the same, but otherwise I think they're pretty different. So we've got a snowman. By the way, it snowed here last night. Ugh. I think it's melting today, but it's supposed to snow again next week. I've gotten several of these now, and several of these snowflakes. But again, snowflakes you can use all winter. Now this one says Merry because it's a tree. So some beads on here that you can use in other non-Christmassy ways, and some you can't. But this one's the nice chain that the beads will not come off when you take it off, because this part unscrews and they can't go past this. So this one I spent only $4.98, which is a really good price for that many beads. Oh, and it's sold out, so it's crap. Not worth it. I mean, it's terrible, terrible. Okay, what else do we have? It's like there's a bunch of little things in here. Get these things out of the way so that I don't show them again. All right, next I got some more washi tape. You can never have enough washi tape, and now I probably have enough washi tape to fill my second container of washi tape, and we'll need to order a third, or just stop buying washi tape, Amy. That's not, that would be an option. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rolls of washi tape. Just kind of vintagey. I feel like I've already got this one, which is unfortunate, but they're not very, there's not a lot on them. And these typically aren't very expensive either. This one is color B, so I paid $2.98 for this, and now it's $2.99. And there's going to be another one of these, it looks like, in the bag, unless I hauled it already. Not in this video. I think there were a couple items from this order that I had already hauled, probably because it was before I rebagged things so that they were in the order that they were supposed to be. Oh yes, here's another bracelet. Now this one's got some different ones, although it's a lot of Christmassy ones. Some of these were beads that were in my advent calendar. But see, here's a pretty heart that you could use Valentine's Day, and of course, snowflakes. Decked out snowmen. But I really like this one. This one's unique. Kind of iridescent bead. So this one, that is not the right one. Okay, I think it's this one. I paid $2.78 for this. If you buy you could only buy maybe like 3 of these beads if you were buying them separate on Temu, because I feel like $1 is about as cheap as a bead gets. So $2.78, and it's now $2.77. But yeah, I wish it would have had a couple more of these iridescent ones, because that's kind of cool. I did order that jewelry helper thing, so that'll make it easier to start wearing some of these bracelets. All right, next. Oh, so these are like create your own vouchers. So these, I've got kids, right? So this is what I'm thinking of. And I could even give these to my husband too. But you would write something cool on here that it's a voucher for. And then it comes with these stickers that you would put over that, and then they scratch it off. So how cool is that? And it looks like you get 10, because there's 10 stickers. And it was $3.99. And now it's $4.39. But yeah, it shows people just using a pen to write the prize on here. And then it's a label, and you just stick it on. So yeah, don't you think the kids would think that's fun? I think that's fun. I wish they had this kind of stuff around when I was a kid. I'm putting all this stuff over here in my newly cleaned area for filming. You can kind of see my camera up there and my ring light. So I am all set to record. Okay, these, so I got the pocket watch for my son, and then I got these for the girls. And I'm not going to say it out loud because I think there's one girl down here that could be listening. But can you see what that says? And then that one, is that the right direction? Yeah. That, oh, well, that's not. That one, and then, yeah, she is listening. And then that one. So that will be what I give to the girls, which I guess I can just give at any time, since now I've got something for all 4 of them. All right, and I paid it did come as a set, and I paid $3.14, and they're now, wait, they're now $3.07. And there will be a picture of this on at the end, but that kind of helps you see it a little bit better. You see, I finally figured out how I can show my screen with this ring light. I'm starting to feel a little bit more professional, my professional setup. All right. I didn't realize there were so many little things in here. This one's going to be long once I add in the try-on. All right, here's the other set of washi. So I hadn't done this one before. So you can see it's got music, kind of butterfly stamps, butterflies down here. And this was the same price as the other one. Okay, now this bracelet is Hello Kitty. Oh, but this one's just a you could easily put this one on. So it's just got Hello Kitty and a bunch of great ones for Valentine's Day. Yeah, why don't they make more bracelets like this? That's easy to put on. So some pretty good sizes with this one too. But again, this one's probably a little bit more because it does have Hello Kitty on it. Oh, well, it's only $4.94. They just call it an anime bracelet, and it also comes in blue, but it's now $5.49. So yeah, I like that. Do you guys wear it so that your charms hang down away from your wrist, or do you wear it so when your hand is like this, they're going down? I never know which. I mean, you wear it whichever way you want, and I feel like I can see it better myself when it's going down this way, but to each his own. All right, next I got some more. I think this is kind of like tea-dyed paper. European Lace Workshop. But yeah, it's just kind of small papers with lace on them. And it looks like you get, how many? That's the same too. So 4, 5. I'm trying to see how many of each design you're getting. Okay, so you're getting 5 of each design, it looks like. I'm hoping at some point I'm going to get some lace that I can really do some coffee dyed paper with and get some good outcome. But the lace I've gotten so far has been a little disappointing, so then I went back and ordered actual plastic placemats. This set, there's 50 in here for $1.27, and it's now $1.39, and they have different versions. All right, you guys, I have not given up on the quest for black boots. Every pair of black boots I've gotten so far, except for the ankle style, has not fit. But I'm not a quitter, so I ordered these. These look really cute. I got a zipper all the way up. It's got a pretty good sole, and with snow coming next week and stuff, I should be able to wear all my boots, right? Because I'm probably going to have to be, I definitely have to go into the office on Monday and Tuesday. We have a work retreat on Thursday, so I'll probably be wearing boots all week. So I paid $23.18 for these. I got a size 8.5. They're now $20.69. Does this doesn't, this is just decoration, but there is a bit of a elastic panel, you know, a really sturdy elastic panel there. So yeah, let's see. I apparently have really wide calves, which is unfortunate because I don't have a lot of muscle there. So it's not like I've got really cute legs. All right, but let's get theirs. There's a piece of styrofoam in here. And you can kind of see, so it's got a reinforced toe right here, and then I can't tell if it's got a reinforced heel. Let's keep your fingers crossed. We might have a winner. I try this on my other leg. Oh, it fits with room to spare, you guys. Look at that. Look at all that extra space. I can even stick my hand in there. All right. Hot dog. And this 8.5, it doesn't feel like I've got a lot of extra space up in the toe, which is nice. What extra space there is just will mean that my toes aren't all crunched. So, oh, so excited. So I have to show you again. So this is automatically my favorite thing in this haul. Just because I've been looking for so long. All right, so if you, like me, struggle with finding wide calf things, this one is a winner. Let's get a thumbnail. All right. And then I think there's only 2 things left, maybe? No. I don't know why I always try to guess. I'm always wrong. Good grief. I was really wrong. And I gotta say, I'm really liking this bracelet style. Wonder if, now I'm gonna be on the hunt to see if I can find more bracelets like this that I can use. Because that's awesome. So it does have a bead here on the end that's got some silicone inside. So this is what's keeping the beads from going anywhere. So I'm also going to look to see, because I know they've got the silicone rings, but they don't have the metal around it. So now I'm going to look and see if they've got the metal ones, because that's perfect. I really, really like this. Okay. Next, sorry that I keep, like when I bend over, my face is in your face. Next, I'll show these together. So I have literally been wearing this since I hauled it a lot. Well, it's been quite a while, and it's still held up. Nobody can tell that it's fake, but some of the coloring is coming off. Let me see if I can. It's 2 pieces, right? So this one's holding up pretty well, but this one rubs against my fingers more, so you can kind of see it's starting to turn kind of pink. Whatever the metal is underneath is starting to show through, but it's not terrible, and it's back here and nobody can see that, so it's really not a problem. But I ordered their replacements because I really like this ring. There's several, I mean, and this is not a moissanite or anything, but it's super shiny, and I love the symmetrical, you know, that it gives you the chance to be symmetrical. And someone said that this style where it comes put together was kind of from like the Depression era, so that people didn't lose their rings as easily. Because now you would just get them soldered together. You wouldn't need that kind of gate or fence or whatever you'd call it. So I ordered that, and then the ring that I really like to go in it. And I'm gonna say, so I ordered this one about the same time as, and this is a 2 carat, about the same time as I ordered my 2 carat moissanite, and this one is sparklier than the moissanite. Some of the moissanite rings are kind of have a bluish tinge to them, but this one is super, I mean, look how sparkly that is. So let's hold it up and compare to the one I've been wearing versus, so this one's still sparkly, but you can tell it's not as sparkly as this one. So yeah. So, and I know you could paint this with clear fingernail polish. I'm not doing that, I guess. And so At some point, they will stop carrying these, and then I won't be able to replace them, and then I'll regret not having done that. But let me put this back on. But this part, and I got both of these in a size 8 because that's my wedding ring size. $290, $179. I'm sorry, but you know, you can go to Walmart and get, you know, they've got a lot of people when I got married, so 20 years ago, would go to Walmart and buy wedding rings that were inexpensive, like $100. Didn't look as good as this. I mean, this is fabulous. Sparkly. So, love it. And I still wear this every day, and this isn't even started to change color. So yeah, so I love, 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 love. This is my favorite all-time set that I've gotten from Temu, and $5 compared to all those ones that I've gotten that are moissanite. I mean, the moissanite ones are nice too, but like I said, like one of them that I got with a 2-carat stone in the middle and then 2 1-carats on the side. One of the 1-carats is a little bluer than the other, so it's annoying. All right, so then I saw this hauled on Hey Everybody, my social battery. So you can, you know, slide, stay away from me when I'm over here, right? Now it's funny because I don't remember what color she got, but she was like, oh, I really like this, and it comes in black too, or, you know, the opposite of whatever. And she went to order the other one, and it told her she couldn't because she had gotten like the limit of how many times she could order that product. So I took her advice and ordered the black one at the same time. So, and it's got, okay, so what keeps this little thing on looks like one of those plastic earring backs. So that possibly could cause a problem. You might eventually end up losing your little lightning bolt. But yeah. So I'll probably put one of these on my mood bag, and then I'll probably wear one on certain days, like if I'm in the office maybe. And those, I think I got it as a set. Like I don't think I bought each color. Yeah, I got it as a set for $1.12, so that's great. All right, is that everything? Let me make sure. We're already at a, oh man, this is gonna be too long. Do you guys need me to try on these sweaters? Shoot, I'll still try them on. I said I would. So let me pause so I can try those on. Okay, so here's this one. I just put it on over my shirt to be quick about it. But the shirt doesn't show through. You're really still only seeing the red that's in the sweater because of the hearts. It's super, super soft, and the neckline's not terrible, but again, you might choose to, if you do wear a shirt with it, you might choose to wear a tank top or something that doesn't show through there. And it's, you know, it's on the shorter side. So, and this, so these are kind of long, right? But that's okay. So yeah, so I will be keeping this. It's probably baggier than it needs to be. What size did I get this one in? I got this in a 2X on the women's side. So I don't know, I'll probably just leave it. It's probably supposed to be kind of baggy, but it's super warm. I love it. Okay, let me go try the other one on. All right, so here we are with this one. You can see this one comes down a lot farther, so I will probably, I don't know, definitely wouldn't wear it with a shirt like this, but we'll see. We'll see what I wear it with. But this one's super cute, again, with the pearls. We'll have to see how long those pearls last. There's none really in a place that would bother me riding, and it's longer than the other sweater, so you could wear this with leggings. It's again on the baggier side, but it's fine. I just have to decide how I feel about the neck, because this one was a 1X on the plus side, so I wouldn't be able to even go any lower sizes on this. So yeah, so I might look for something that, you know, like a cami or something that cuts across here. Otherwise, yes, I do like this, and I think this will go with my pink boots, right? Yeah, it's kind of in that same color scheme as that, with a little bit of orangey in the pink. So, okay, so while I was trying this on, yeah, it is kind of, we'll have to see. While I was getting this on, I realized that I had missed showing the cards. I got another deck of cards. These are super slippery, so these are more like the plastic cards, but it's got a really pretty, and I don't know, here's what the Joker looks like. But these are textured plastic cards, and these really do feel like the kind that you could take in the bathtub. It's not like you'd take them in the bathtub, but there's a little bit of a texture to that. And these feel like, if I try, these are like the kind that my grandparents would have had. So you have to be really careful when you're shuffling these, because they'd be really easy to shuffle and go flying across the room. So this, yeah, waterproof plastic cards, I paid $3.98, and they're still $3.98. But I really like the design. I thought that was cool. So, all right, well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I didn't bore you, and if I did, maybe that's a good thing if you were trying to fall asleep. I can be good for that. And I hope that those of you that are crafters out there will consider following me on my crafting journey, as I'm going to be starting to show, and hopefully already showed. Hopefully this is airing a day after my craft video, unless there was some kind of disaster, and then who knows. But hopefully you'll follow me there on, or watch those videos too. And then I hope to have some reviews. I'm hoping to do review day Tuesday, and so I'm hoping to have some reviews airing on Tuesday. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you have not done so before. If you think you are subscribed, please take a second just to make sure you're still subscribed. And we are trucking along towards 2,000, and I'm just enjoy doing this. So thank you for being on this journey with me, and for having fun with me and listening to me talk. And wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you are having a great day. And until we meet again, please take care of yourself. Bye.